My name is TJ Steller. I live in Schnecksville, Pennsylvania, and standing behind me is what our family has called for the last 50 years an ice tree. So the reason I do this is a family tradition, and I'm the fourth generation to continue this tradition. My great-grandfather started this back in Union, New Jersey in about early 1960s. And the reason he started this was his township imposed a water tax. And my great-grandfather thought his water should be included in his property taxes. So they imposed the water tax. So his thought was, okay, you're going to charge me for water? Well, then I'm going to use water. So this was his silent protest that started against the water tax. And what he did was piled up a bunch of sticks in his front yard and just sprayed them down with the hose over the winter. And he created this beautiful ice sculpture, which he continued to do. Then my grandfather did it for many, many years in Colonial, New Jersey. After he was not doing it any longer, my uncle did it, and so did my dad. And I keep the tradition going. When I do stuff, I like to shock people. I like to drop jaws. You know, I want to do stuff that nobody's ever seen somebody do, and they're shocked, and they just are in awe of, how did you do that? Where did it come from? Structure itself gets built is between Christmas and New Year's. The way it starts at first is I get 3, maybe 20, 25 foot tall trees, stack them together in a teepee. I tie them at the top together and I stake them at the bottom. And then what I do is I cut brush down from the woods behind our garage here, and I just keep stacking in brush in the middle of it, throw it up top, and just put as much brush in there as I can. Then once the first cold front comes through, I don't do anything. I just wait. And when the second cold front comes through is when I start spraying the water. And then when I start spraying the water does not stop flowing until I turn it off in the spring. Once all that brush is solid, I add more brush. And I just keep adding more brush as long as the temperature stays cold enough. And right now I'm at the point where I have to actually climb it. So I have ice cleats that clamp on to my shoes that have about 2.5-inch spikes on them. So what I do is I climb up it, I throw a rope down to my wife, she ties branches on, and then I'll pull them up and place them in the position. And that's how I get it bigger and bigger. The biggest I ever had it was 2014, 57 feet tall. And right now we're at about 25 to 30 feet tall. The most rewarding aspect, just the people coming by. I just love that with everything going on, all the misery, all the political BS, this is something that puts a smile on people's faces and there's no controversy.